This is your Weather Xtreme video for Sunday, August the 31st. Hard to believe that meteorological summer is coming to a close. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Thanks for tuning in. There's a look at the Trussville sky cam, and thanks to the rain we had yesterday, we're seeing some patchy fog in a few spots. And there's a look at the Fultondale sky cam, and going to see a mixture of sun and clouds today. The main moisture that was with the upper air disturbance that moved out of the northwest Gulf yesterday and provided a nice rain event for much of Alabama yesterday afternoon and evening has moved into the Ohio River Valley and is producing some flash flood watches up that direction. In the meantime, the big trough off to the west is migrating slowly eastward, and that will be moving across the Great Lakes region over the next week or so as high pressure builds in across the southeastern U.S. Temperatures dropped as about 20 degrees with some of the rain yesterday, and many spots actually getting into the lower 90s, about 91 or so, and then dropping back into the lower and mid 70s. This morning, temperatures starting the day out around the lower 70s for most locations. A little bit cooler in the northeast, where Fort Payne was at 64 degrees. Radar not nearly as full this morning, as much of that disturbance is pulling off to the northeast and taking the rain up into the Ohio River Valley. The result is that we do still have some flash flood watches in effect for parts of Tennessee and Kentucky. The QPF-wise, that's the focus for much of the rain today and into early tomorrow. But across the southeastern U.S., it looks like we're going to get into a summer kind of weather pattern once again with scattered showers. So rainfall will be spotty at best. The Storm Prediction Center is outlooking a slight risk ahead of that disturbance up into the mid-Atlantic states and into southern New England. And then the main trough moving out of the northwestern United States is responsible for slight risk extending from parts of Kansas across Iowa and up into Minnesota and extreme western Wisconsin. And then on day two, that area shifts slightly to the east, extending from extreme northeastern Oklahoma up into the Lake Michigan area. And the tropics are relatively quiet. We have just this area of disturbed weather that is moving into the Yucatan Peninsula. And as the model guidance suggests, it's with the ridge to its north, it looks like we're going to see that system continue on a west-northwest course. Could strengthen as it comes out over the Bay of Campeche or the southwest Gulf of Mexico, and could become a tropical storm or perhaps even a hurricane before reaching Mexico. We'll be watching for the development of that on Monday and Tuesday. All right, the 06Z GFS model run, and there's the main area of precipitation moving off to the northeast away from us after giving us a pretty good soaking. I know I got a half inch at my house, 5400ths. Came in a couple of little showers and then a larger shower. The upper air pattern becomes more ridgy on Monday as that trough moves across the north-central United States, but the ridge building in strong, and so that reduces our shower possibilities. Still can't take showers out of the forecast. I think they will see a few, but they'll be few and far between, widely spaced. The ridge pattern becomes elongated across the southeast U.S. as the main trough and the westerlies are off to the north. And so that, once again, just gives us the possibility of isolated showers and thunderstorms into Tuesday afternoon. The big story is the development of the ridge for the week ahead. And there's a look at Wednesday, and you can see a pretty nice elongated ridge extending from the southeast U.S. coast almost to the west coast. And once again, that just means scattered showers and thunderstorms. We begin to see the ridge get a little bit stronger, so it looks like probably by the end of the week, Thursday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, and into Friday, we could see some mid-90s. The ridge on Friday still firmly in place, although we're seeing a little traveling disturbances that will give us some clouds from time to time. And the main disturbance moving across begins to dampen down that ridge on Saturday, and that will be dragging a front that will be coming down into the Ohio River Valley on Saturday. So once again, we may see moisture picking up a little bit ahead of that system. So we may have a few more showers and thunderstorms as a possibility as we head into the weekend. For Sunday, that system moves across into southeast Canada. That trough moves across into southeast Canada, across the Great Lakes. So that, once again, will drag that front closer to us and give us some relatively good chances for some showers and thunderstorms. Looking out into Voodoo country, the first part of Voodoo out through September the 9th looks like it's dominated primarily by the upper ridge over the southeastern United States and the eastern third of the country, basically. And then when we get out to the near the end of the period, around 324 hours, this is Saturday the 13th of September, we see a very substantial trough coming across that will mean, or could mean, another substantial front and perhaps another nice round of weather, which is what we were seeing with the long-range forecast yesterday. Well, that'll do it for the Weather Xtreme video. I'll be filling in for Charles on Good Morning Alabama on Labor Day. In the meantime, James Spann will be back with the next edition of the Weather Xtreme video on Monday. In the meantime, have a great day and enjoy your Labor Day. I'm meteorologist Brian Peters. Godspeed.